such flaws. The rest have fallen. Only one stands between me and the rehabilitation of Olympus. Only the foulest, most arrogant, narrow-minded cocksure son of Kronos who trapped me beneath the earth. The one and only...
Hey, this is Nick from Nintendo Dads here with a review of Immortals Fynx Rising.
With that, Hermes disappeared. Phoenix gazed.
This game was developed and published by Ubisoft. This game was formerly known as Gods and Monsters. Before I start, let me give you a couple of disclaimers. First, I will slaughter some of these names. I'm not the best at this Greek mythology naming stuff, so please forgive me for that. Second, this is a review that I've done. I've put about 20 hours into this game. There is still a lot for me to do and see. If anything significant changes, I will certainly report back. So let's jump in. Immortals Fynx Rising is a story told by conversation between Zeus and Prometheus.
You chained me to this rock and fed my liver to an eagle out of love.
About a shield bearer named Phoenix, who, after rough seas and a shipwreck, washes up on the shores of the gods. Their world is in turmoil as Typhon has taken over the land, and as is the case with any good adventuring tale, you, Phoenix, are the last underdog hope for the world. You quickly start the game with a character builder. To my surprise, Phoenix doesn't have to be female lead. We have the female lead we have seen in every trailer. The character builder is pretty limited in this world of character creators. In my opinion, leaving this out and making a strong lead character might have been more suited for the game. Throughout the tutorial and prologue, which actually goes on for quite a while, the game's voiceover is near consistent. Though the voiceover is spot on and the writing really well done, this becomes difficult in the beginning to focus on the game, what they're trying to teach you, but also listening to this continual dialogue in the background. The good news is, after you get through the tutorial, the dialogue slows down and becomes much more manageable within the game. The combat in this game is really well thought out. An axe is your heavy attack and a sword your light attack, along with a bow for long range, each mapped to a certain button. You will find different axes, swords, and bows throughout the world and can switch between them for different buffs. For those of you who despise that broken weapon system of Breath of the Wild, good news, you won't find any of that here. You have a parry, which will block incoming attacks and knock back your enemy, leaving them open. You will also gain a ton of different moves through abilities in the game, which we will touch more on in a bit. Using these abilities at the right time in a battle can make all the difference. The combat certainly has that Breath of the Wild feel in the sense of allowing you the ability to take on your enemies however you would like. Go in blazing, do long-range attacks, sneak in, pelt them with rocks. This freedom is what makes the combat so much fun, and anyone who has played Breath of the Wild will understand. The game has numerous vaults of Tartaros. Sorry if I got that wrong. These are akin to Breath of the Wild shrines. Really exactly like Breath of the Wild shrines. They are often puzzles, sometimes platforming challenges, which, by the way, Phoenix controls like a dream in this game, and a few combat challenges thrown in too. Sound familiar? You always end up finding a Zeus lightning bolt, but there's always a hidden gem somewhere in there too. I will say, I found that the puzzles in Fynx Immortals Rising were a little bit underdone compared to what you might see in Breath of the Wild. But other than that, they were spot on exactly the same. Upgrades are handled by a plethora of resources you collect throughout the world, from Charon coins to ambrosia to Zeus's lightning to pomegranates, blue mushrooms, Olympian figs, and flower nectar. This probably isn't even an exhaustive list, but it gives you the idea. There's a lot of resources to collect. You take all these items back to the Hall of Gods, where you can upgrade pretty much everything Phoenix has. Armor, the helmet and the breastplate, all the weapons, the potions, the stamina, the health, make more potions, learn new abilities. This works well enough, but having to break your questing to head back to the Hall of Gods can be annoying at times. Speaking of journeying, there are fast travel points in the game for each region of the map. At these points, you also uncover the whole region. You can also tame a handful of animals to ride. It's really hilarious. You press and hold the X, and your selected mount just kind of shows up under you. Not the most believable, but hey, we're questing for the gods, so, you know, anything's possible. And we can't forget the Daedalus wings. These will help you glide as far as your stamina can take you. There is a feature in Immortals called Farsight. This feature has torn me the most in this game. First off, to describe it, you climb to a high point and can find items in the surrounding land. Chests, vaults of Tartaros, challenges. In theory, I don't hate this. There's a lot of stuff to find on this map, and this helps you map out where it is and what route you want to take to get it. Also, if you want to explore for all these things, then you never have to use it. The game has never forced me to use Farsight except for the very first time to teach me what it is and how to use it. The problem for me comes in that the mechanics of using it are clunky and old. Scan the horizon and wait for your reticule to glow and your controller to vibrate. And then, when you find the right spot, press ZR to reveal the treasure. It's like a horrible Where's Waldo minigame. The second part, you don't have to actually climb up high. If you're at ground level, scan the horizon with Farsight. You'll see through hills, mountains, buildings, and find things all over the map. This is the worst. It doesn't feel realistic, not even kind of. I mean, it's not really supposed to be realistic, but come on. This needs a patch in my opinion. So final thoughts on Immortals. Immortals Fynx Rising. This game is addictively fun. Check out one more area, or just that one more vault that happens just all the time. As a person not all that aware of Greek mythology, I have loved learning bits of the stories, and a few times actually taken the time to look up more. The graphics are good relative to a Switch game, the voiceover and writing spot on, the combat's fun and engaging with multiple ways to attack supporting multiple playstyles. The upgrade system makes sense, even if a little annoying to travel back to the Hall of Gods all the time. Farsight is a mess that you can choose to deal with, or you can choose to ignore. The biggest thing is that monetization of this game is just confusing at best. Aggravating might be more the correct term. A $60 game out of the box with a season pass to buy or DLC packs to purchase, or you can get the $100 gold version. But wait, there's Electrum. Haven't even talked about Electrum. That you can earn through the game or spend more of your actual money on for visuals, as they are called, but what I know them better as skins. Look, here's the good news about Electrum in this game. This currency isn't throwing down your throat a ton, but it's just so much. Like, I just purchased your game. Give me a second to breathe and play before you're on to something else you want me to buy. I know, I probably sound like an old, cranky dad, which I actually pretty much am an old cranky dad, but that's okay. What this cranky dad can tell you is this game is the perfect holdover till Breath of the Wild 2. There were times I thought it was a great homage, and other times it felt just like a blatant copy. Either way, it's the fun I remember from Breath of the Wild, and all I want to do is jump back in and play some more. This game has already washed up on the eShop as of December 3rd, and you can pick it up and go on an epic journey with the gods. Hope this has helped you guys make your decision on this game. Signing out. See you later. Game over, folks.
So yeah, a lot of fighting and losing. And now you are our only remaining hope to restore these lands to their former glory and save the world from chaos. All we have, Phoenix, is you. No pressure.